Hello, everyone. We're excited to present Pharo, an automated coverage maker for providing liquidity to volatile events, such as hurricanes or other extreme weather events. Pharo is an automated coverage maker. This is similar to an automated market maker, sort of that you know from Uniswap. There's an algorithm there that ensures that these two sides of the marketplace converge on something optimum. It has buyers, liquidity providers, and events, whereas an AMM has buyers, sellers, and liquidity providers. And the protocol is incentivizing buyers to get in as early as possible, ensuring that there is market demand, because that's when they'll get the highest returns. The earlier they get in, and providers to estimate odds closest to reality, because even if they provided very large odds, they wouldn't get much of a payout unless there was enough market demand in there already. And in time, as we combine these events into indices, we're looking forward to having them be managed by a DAO. So the evolution of a Pharo, it starts off as a mummy once you give it some event, such as the wind in Toledo, Ohio or something. Once a buyer or a provider comes in, it becomes, we like to use Emotep. I love the movies The Mummy from early 2000s. But once you have both buyers and providers, you have a Pharo and the contract goes live. And as buyers and providers come in, eventually the event is concluded and everybody automatically gets paid out. And that's one of the real benefits here. So this ACM, just to give some idea to it, it is balancing between supply and demand. Again, pushing the odds down closer to reality and the demand pushing it back the other way. And so let's imagine a situation. We want to get into some coverage for a hurricane in Miami, and we're a little bit worried that tree fell on our house last year. So we come in and we're like, well, we know that it's only going to be category ones right now. We'll worry about the rest later. So we go into category one and we're presented with a market. And we see that there's a certain amount of capitalization, about $500,000 in this case. There's a lot of providers in there already, a lot of investors, 12,000 roughly. And if we put our investment in, it looks like there's going to create more demand, which will bring in more money, which is good. So let's see if we can't show a demo of this. Here we have that category one being chosen. And we can see the liquidity providers coming in, right? So that pool is getting larger. And then the first buyers come in. And this is a tranche, right? So you can see at the bottom it says 10 to 1. Now a new liquidity provider came in at 9 to 1, and it automatically rebalances. This is ACM in action, pushing the odds in one direction. And you can see the unmet demand being met as new providers come in. And eventually it converges to a solution. So pretty proud of this. And the idea here is that you're managing expectation versus reality. We all depend on events. We're all expecting something to happen and we're building our lives around it. But they're not always met, and there's a variety of reasons. And the point is that Pharo covers the volatility of these events by bringing them on chain and providing the automated coverage maker. And that is a decentralized, crowdsourced likelihood. What we're doing as a product is we are providing, users can define their own products. It's wind in my area. It's is the best man going to make a good speech? You could factor payroll, and your events might get canceled. You'll lose money that way. You can create the market that you bring investors into. The stability is there because you have this crowdsourced accuracy, and you're automatically paid out, immediate indemnity, made whole. And in time, it gets fun, right? We could create indices, and you could see events all the way across the world. In this case, the hurricanes start from West Africa. And imagine having all these events built into one Pharo index. And that's it. We are Team Pharo. I'm Sean Gonzalez, Jason Romero, and Derek are in Florida, and Kinde is in Nigeria. It's working with him that gave us the idea.